We're all so hot right now. We're working outside. And I'm going to show you the projects that we're doing. I am definitely... Oh, did you want to say hi? Come on, up. Come say hi. You a needy boy. This is Tommy, in case you haven't met him before, and he's a mama's boy. And he loves all the attention. Huh. Down. Working on our yard. I found someone to come and pick up some things we don't want, and I'm going to show them to you. Started over here, moving these rocks. But as you can see, we had these ugly red doilies, as I call them. Some people like them. I don't. Sorry, baby. So we're getting rid of those. I've been tearing them up, which has been a lot of work because they were like in the ground. You can see how deep it was. Very, very deep. So I've got a few more to move, and they're going to take some of these stepping stones. I always believe in giving and paying forward what you have if you don't want it, because somebody else could be in a different circumstance where they do. And so we're going to change the rocks from the red doily bricks to the rocks. So we have probably like 100 other rocks on our property. So we're going to just keep moving them, filling them in the gaps. And that takes a lot of energy because they're heavy, but I just personally like the way that it looks better. And then as much as I don't like cutting down trees, this tree is not doing good. And we're going to go ahead and cut it down and mulch it. We've decided that that's the best course of action because the old owners planted it kind of right in the middle of the play area. And where that is that my kids would like to be able to put their little climbing dome thing we got them over here, but they kind of can't because there's 2 trees in the way. So we're going to just go ahead and get rid of it. They're diseased, and so it'll be better that way. And then we have this apple tree right here that's still, I actually think it's probably a dwarf, but it's still a baby. And we're going to leave that, do the rock border around it. But lots of work today. I got the grass cut. It was really, really, really tall. Now it's looking a little better. And I think that me and Miss Madeline are going to work on getting the rest of these bricks out and these pavers moved for the people that are coming over to grab them. And my dog's urine has destroyed that rose bush. So we're going to go ahead and trim it down. And if it comes back next year, that's fine. But if not, it's also okay. There's spiders and roly-polies or pill bugs, whatever you call them, on everything I've touched. And my kids were just disgusted. They just ran inside. They're like, no, Mom, I'm done. There was, yeah, you can still see a black widow on there. Oh, thank God I didn't touch it. Beautiful, huh? We're inside now and all showered because it's already like 95 degrees outside and it's 11:30 or so. But I want to show you guys a new house plant trick I'm doing, and it's for like people who kill house plants like me. So if you're one of those people, it may be helpful for you. This is a spider plant that I was gifted, and I'm really bad about watering it. But what I did is I just got a mason jar that fit, and I put water in it every couple days. It's clean, and it's been growing so good. Now it may not be the most aesthetically pleasing thing, but I'm keeping it alive, and that's the number one thing. So I'm going to show you the plant in my room, which is a fern, and it has been so hard to keep alive. My daughter is watching TV, so you'll have to ignore that. So this is my fern. It was not doing so well. It's losing leaves and turning brown. But I just did the same thing. I just found a little thing to put down there, and it's full of water, and I'm hoping it can help bottom feed. And it's already sucked up a lot of water because I had this full and it's down halfway. And I'm just going to keep water in there because I guess they like to be humid and moist. It keeps them alive better. And so hopefully that works. I'm really excited and hopeful because I've always wanted like a really big, huge hanging fern that was real. This is my second attempt at one. I had one years ago. But yeah, this is my second attempt at one here, and it's been alive since Mother's Day, so it's been a little bit. 2 months, better than 2 weeks, because I've had plants die that quickly on me, so I'm excited about it. If you have tips on growing houseplants and like succeeding and not killing them, I would love to hear them in the comments. I am a horrible houseplant person. I do better at gardening outdoors, not always, but typically. So I would love some tips on how to do better at keeping my houseplants alive. Awesome people came by and picked up everything. take a little look through the window without going outside just because of the heat. It's so bad right now. It's 94. I'm not too sure if we'll get any hotter. It's awesome to find the energy and strength to get the rest of those rocks moved back there. My legs and arms are so sore just from doing those. My carpal tunnel is all flared up. The veins on my wrists are bulging out. For lunch, we're having a creative meal, as I call it. You look in the pantry or the fridge and you see what you have and you make a meal out of it. So this is what it is. Pizza on a bagel. Pizza bagels. One has pepperoni for me, and then the others have just cheese for the... And it uses up food that we had so it won't go bad. It prevents us from spending money on eating out because we don't have food in the kitchen, or wasting money that we don't have buying extra groceries. So we're excited. My kids have never had them before, and I'm hoping they will like them because they were like, Mom, pizza on a bagel. I think they will enjoy them. I went ahead and just cut them so it's easier for them to grab. And give them a little bit for those weird people that eat ketchup with our pizza. But the kids like it, and that's all that matters. Now we're going to enjoy lunch, have a little bit of TV, and then get to start with school today. The day has completely gotten away from us. And by day, I mean like 2 days. So here's 2 days forward. We just got done with doing our morning basket at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so that tells you how much we're killing it as a family today. We finished a really wonderful book that I would recommend if you do read alouds with your families. It's called Up and Down the Scratchy Mountains, and it was beautiful. I think Laura Snyder is who the author is for that book, but it was wonderful. It's like 294 pages, and it took us from June 1st to like a week ago to get it done. But we just finished up our narration of it, and it was a really great book to read together as a family. And then today, we just started Little House in the Big Woods. So we're going to read that together as a family going forward. I'm trying to be very consistent with my kids in reading because I feel like it's so important for them. But that's pretty much all that's going on. If you have any tips for us on how to keep my houseplants alive, I would absolutely love to hear them. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.